Victor Romeo in Byron, Georgia. IDM 7 minutes early. A little bit of static tonight. What I'm hearing here, but I just turned up my noise reduction a little bit, turned down my AF gain some.
Okay, son, I've got a video running, and I want you to give us a full rundown of who you are, where you at, and all the other interesting stuff. Tell me your gear, who you are, what's your relationship to me, etc., etc., etc.
Okay, I guess you're going to post this somewhere. This is Kilo 4 Tango Victor Romeo here in Byron, Georgia. Population 5,000 now, I think. It's going up a little bit. And right in dead center in the middle of Georgia here. We're running a SB221 amplifier, amping up a 7300 ICOM. Going out through our Electro Voice RE320 mic, and then off through an off-center fed dipole probably about 70 feet, I'm imagining, somewhere in there. But we just got this station back up and running. Had a little bit of an issue with the amplifier, but got that all straightened out. Per Tom Roush up in Barnesville, Georgia. This is KK4 TVR.
You ran a little long that time. I'm limited to a minute, so I'm going to have to ask you to do it over and shorten it by about 10 seconds.
Well, I thought it cut off.
We're limited to 1 minute of shorts, Eric, so you're going to have to do it again. Cut it down to about 45 seconds.
Well, all right, well, I'll time it then, so stand by. I'll do it at the top of the minute there. Stand by. This is station KK4 TV, Tango Victor Romeo, Byron, Georgia. Population 5,000 now, here in central Georgia, near Robbins Air Force Base. This station consists of a 7300 ICOM, an SB221 heat kit amplifier, going out through a Electro Voice RE320 mic, and through an off-center fed dipole about 70 feet. Had a little bit of a pause there, but that's okay. KK4 TVR.
And are you my brother or not? Yes or no?
That is correct.
To whom you owe your radio fate? That's right, me.
Yes, and I wish you'd ease up on the pittance that I have to pay.
Well, you know, Eric, I've got my audience to think of. I've found that for some reason people like short videos, the little short ones. They really do. I'll probably get about 500 hits on this one. They just like the short format because, you know, people got short attention spans, you know, and that's just the way it is.
Probably want you to get to the point, you know. They don't have a lot of time to sit there and wait 2 minutes before you might get to the point. But we kind of, you know, that's why I keep my duty cycles fairly short because, I mean, you know, you just start dragging on and on after a little bit. This is KK4 TV. Are you still videoing or what are you doing now?
This would have been way in excess of 1 minute. I told you it was 1 minute, but did you listen now? No.
Well, the second transmission was just right at a minute.
Correct.
I've cut down on the fat today.
That one.
You you can tell me what you're putting out of that senior citizen, super seniorness. What are you running through the senior citizen night? Well, we're trying to give them some Ovaltine and see if that'll clear out the pipes.
Oh, you're sounding pretty good tonight. You're 20 over. Signals are way up. Let me look at the meter here. Hold on. That right there is 225 watts carrier.
Did you say that I was doing 40 over there?
No.
What was I doing?
You were doing 20. You're not listening to me, son. Go in there, get an ice pick, and get the wax out of your ear canal.
You're doing probably about 25 over here, Philip. Something like that. I'm giving you every benefit of the doubt. I've got the RF gain turned up and the antenna pulled tight, and therefore any sort of report will be true to the clerks.
Shut up!
It just sounds hilarious. Stop! Is anyone listening in on this conversation tonight?
Probably. KA4 KOE, whenever that was due.
KK4 Tango Victor Romeo.
KQ4 FPS.
You hear him, Eric?
I heard a K. Go ahead, try that again, sir.
Yeah, KQ4 FPS. Yeah, my radio sucks on AM, but hopefully you guys can hear me.
KQ4, and can you do the last three again?
Fox, Papa, Sugar.
See, we're taking page. I got Fox, Papa, and then I don't have the last one. Sorry.
Sierra, Sugar.
Okay, all right, and this is KK4 TVR, and then my brother's in there also. Name is Eric here in Middle Georgia.
This is Philip. I'm his younger brother. Kilo Alpha 4 Kilo Oscar Echo.
Yeah, roger that. Yeah, I'm using a Yaesu FT710, and it really sucks on AM. I'm just pleased that you guys can hear me. I have heard about 1,500 watts, though, so I don't know.
Yeah, well, let me see. Let me check the bird. My transmitter's heating up. This is about 230 watts carrier with a super senior and listening on a 75A4. I'll let my brother speak for himself.
Yeah, this is ICOM 7300 running 150 watts using a Heathkit SB221. That radio doesn't sound bad. What kind of carrier are you running right now?
It's looking like about, I don't know, it's showing 1,500 watts, so that can't be right.
All right, you running on AM mode. What's your power setting set at on that radio?
25 watts.
You go.
What type of amplifier is it?
It's an Alpha 99.
A nice heavy-duty amp. That's cool.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know if it's the radio. I mean, it keys up and it's nice the first couple words, and then just like draws back on the audio.
Yeah, you might want to go to W8JI's website. There's a lot of these modern Sonor state rigs. They dial back with the ALC. It's very hard to get them to forward modulate. You may have to apply a voltage to the ALC jack in the back. And W8JI talks about that on his website. He was the designer of all the Ameritron amps before they were bought out by MFJ.
Yeah, what's that again? W what?
It's either W8JI or W8IJ. It's Charles Tom Rauch. R-A-U-C-H.
Oh, yeah, okay. I'm familiar with him. He helped me out with some RF plate chokes on a couple amplifiers in the past. But, yeah, familiar with Tom.
That doesn't sound bad to me, Philip. That sounds pretty decent. It's a little, I don't want to say bassy, not bassy, but to me it sounds like maybe you could pick up your mic gain a little bit, possibly. What's your take, Philip?
Take is it's too noisy tonight, and he's not strong enough to give him an accurate audio report.
What do you think that he's actually running as carrier?
I have no idea.
I know my LP100, it says when I key up without talking, this thing's 1500 watts, but that just no way it can be.
Hey, let me ask you a question. Can you run voice or RF processing in that mode?
Yeah, hang on. Let me try something real quick.
That's the problem with the 7300. We had to put an outboard speech processor on my brother's radio. Because as it comes from the factory, you don't get compression on the AM mode. So we had to put an outboard compressor on my brother's radio, and he's got full flavored audio. There you go, son.
Right, yeah, I got you. Yeah, the AMC's all the way up to 100. I don't know. It's strange. I've been messing around with trying to get the FT710 dialed in, but it just doesn't sound good at all. I mean, I can receive good, but it just doesn't. I don't know. I guess I got to get in there with the parametrics and change them a little bit.
I will tell you right now, you need to back off on the lows and put some more into the high end. I can tell you that much.
Yeah, like you say, a little bit too much bass. Put some more treble in there, because it's not bad. It's just a little basic. If you can do, I don't know how easy it is to do that on that radio.
That's what I just said to him.
Yep, there you go. That's I did a little bit. I removed the bass and moved up the highs a little bit, but it's still on my scalp. It still looks like I'm around.
Yeah, get rid of some more bass, add some more high. If you can do mid-range, put it right in the middle. How does this 7300 sound over there? Like I say, we're running 150 watts a carrier. When I'm not running in the AM mode, I'm running about probably 850 watts on low tap here. But right now, 150 watts a carrier.
I just changed a little bit more. Is that any better? It still looks like I'm pretty much running on the low end here. I don't know. I think the microphone, I don't know. Not sure. Mike Victor 7 microphone. It's not low end in it. So, it's just a matter of, these radios weren't really designed to talk AM. I guess even though it's in there, they just don't work right. It's like they don't get the power they need. But I appreciate you guys' patience and helping me walk through this because, I don't talk to anybody else on AM, so I want to, but just the radio just doesn't want to play.
Well, the thing is, it's like, what controls do you have for tone control on that?
I've got the parametric equalizers. I moved my lows all the way up to 600, I believe, and the mids are sitting at 1500. And the highs, I moved them up to 2,500.
All right, well, let's do this. Move your lows to 0 or flat. Move your mid-range to flat. Move your highs all the way up to the top. Let's see what that does. Do you have any sort of settings on that mic? Any switches on there? These mics that we're running, these electric voices, you can adjust that. It's got a switch on the mic itself, but try that. Let's just see what it does.
All right, there we go. I turned off the lows and the mids and just brought up the highs.
That's a little better, don't you think, Philip?
Let me try bringing up my processor a little bit. Did that help any at all?
What's your mic gain set at?
100. Yeah, everything's at 100 now. Mic gain, processor, and AMC are all at 100. It just seems like it draws back on my audio mic gain. But I don't know. It's interesting.
You say you got your bass right there, and your take your mid range, and I'm going to say pull your bass completely out. Maybe come up on your. Just try this. Let's just do this. Run your mid range and your treble all the way to the top.
All right, that's all the way up in the mids and all the way up on the highs, and the lows are off. So I could take my lows up to about 700 and try that. I don't know. This seems to be it picked up a little bit here.
Yeah, and just out of curiosity, leave your highs all the way up, and then take your mid range and drop it down to about 3/4. Like go about 1/4 past flat.
This is KA4KOE.
Did your set crash there, buddy?
Nope, I'm still here. I moved it right there. Picked up a mids a little bit more. So, I don't know. It seems like when I close talk, it's a dynamic microphone. So, when I close talk, it seems to pull back. But when I back up, it seems to pick up.
KA4KOE.
KK4TVR. What do you think, Philip? We got him backed off. Did you lower that mid range? I just probably just put the mid range at mid, flat and right in the middle, and then your treble all the way up for now.